Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Okay. Today I want to share with you that is very important in lives. What separates successful people from everyone else? Is it talent, luck, intelligence, or something else? The truth is that success leaves clues. Across business, sports, science, and personal development, successful people follow certain rules consistently. Today, we'll explore the most important rules of success, from mindset and discipline to consistency, money management, and lifelong learning. These principles can help anyone build a more successful and fulfilling. Let's begin with the foundation of all success, your mindset. Successful people believe skills can be developed through effort and learning. Many successful entrepreneurs failed multiple times before achieving success. Their advantage wasn't luck, it was persistence and learning. Have you ever noticed that two people can face the exact same challenge, yet one gives up while the other keeps going and eventually succeeds? The difference is often not talent, money, or luck. It's mindset. The way you think shapes the way you act. And the way you act shapes the results you get in life. People with a successful mindset don't believe they are born with all the skills they need. Instead, they believe that skills can be developed through effort, practice, and continuous learning. When they don't know something, they don't say, "I'm not good at this." They say, "I'm not good at this yet." That one small word, "yet," changes everything. Because it turns a limitation into a possibility. Think about the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. Many of them didn't achieve success on their first attempt. Some faced rejection. Some lost money. Some saw their businesses fail completely. But what made them different? It wasn't luck. It wasn't perfect timing. And it definitely wasn't an easy journey. Their real advantage was their ability to keep moving forward. Every failure became a lesson. Every setback became an opportunity to learn. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they asked, "What can this teach me?" That's the power of a strong mindset. A strong mindset doesn't mean you never face difficulties. It means difficulties don't control you. It means you stay focused when things get hard. You learn when things go wrong. And you keep growing even when progress feels slow. Remember this. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest obstacle. If you learn to control your thoughts, you can control your actions. If you control your actions, you can change your habits. And when you change your habits, you change your life. So the next time you face a challenge, don't see it as a reason to quit. See it as an opportunity to grow stronger. Because success doesn't start with talent. Success starts with mindset. Our next rule is: set clear goal. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. Think about it for a moment. If I asked you to hit a target that was invisible, would you be able to do it? Of course not. You need to know exactly what you're aiming for. The same principle applies to success in life. Many people say they want to be successful, wealthy, or happy. But when you ask them what that actually means, they don't have a clear answer. And that's where the problem begins. Because success without a clear goal is just a wish. Successful people don't leave their future to chance. They start with a vision. A vision is a picture of the life they want to create. Once they have that vision, they turn it into specific goals. Then they take consistent actions every day. And those actions eventually produce results. It's a simple formula. Vision, goals, actions, results. Let me give you an example. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say something like, "I want to earn ₹1 lakh per month within the next 2 years through my business." Can you see the difference? The first statement is vague. The second statement is clear and measurable. Now you know exactly what you're working toward. You have a target. And once you have a target, you can create a plan. You can identify the skills you need to learn. You can decide how many customers you need. You can track your progress month by month. Every action now has a purpose. Remember, clarity creates focus. And focus creates results. So don't just dream about success. Define it. Write it down. Set a deadline. And commit to taking action every single day. Because when your goals are clear, your path becomes clear. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. Create a vision. Set clear goals. Take action. And turn your dreams into reality. Our next rule is: master self-discipline. Discipline creates habits. Habits creates consistency. Consistency creates growth. This is how transformation happens. Successful people do what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like doing it. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever started something with a lot of excitement, a new goal, a new habit, or a new project, and then a few days later, you just didn't feel like continuing? It happens to all of us. That's because motivation is temporary. Some days you're excited and ready to conquer the world. Other days, you feel tired, distracted, or simply not in the mood. But here's what separates successful people from everyone else. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on self-discipline. Self-discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing what needs to be done, whether you're motivated or not. Because successful people understand that results come from actions, not feelings. Think about it this way. Every time you choose to take action, even when it's difficult, you're building discipline. And discipline creates habits. When you repeat those habits day after day, they become part of your routine. Those habits create consistency. And consistency creates growth. That's how transformation happens. Not overnight. Not through luck. But through small actions repeated every single day. Imagine someone who wants to get fit. Going to the gym once won't change their life. But going consistently for months and years will. The same is true for building a business, learning a skill, or achieving any goal. The secret isn't doing something amazing once. The secret is doing the right things consistently. Remember, every successful person has days when they don't feel like working. The difference is, they do it anyway. Because they know that every small effort moves them one step closer to their goal. So don't wait for motivation to arrive. Don't wait until you feel ready. Take action now. Stay disciplined. Trust the process. Because discipline creates habits, habits create consistency, and consistency creates growth. And growth, over time, creates success. Master self-discipline, and you'll unlock the power to transform your life. Our next rule: manage your time wisely. Excuses make today comfortable, but tomorrow painful. Discipline and time management make today tough but tomorrow successful. Manage your time wisely. Excuses make today comfortable, but tomorrow painful. Discipline and time management make today tough, but tomorrow successful. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said, "I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it later. I don't have enough time right now"? We've all said those things at some point. But here's the truth. Every excuse feels comfortable in the moment. When you postpone your work, skip your workout, or delay your goals, it feels easy today. There's no pressure, no effort, no discomfort. But that comfort comes with a price. And that price is often paid tomorrow. Because every day you delay, your goals move further away. Every hour wasted is an hour you'll never get back. That's why successful people value their time more than anything else. They understand that time is the one resource that cannot be replaced. You can lose money and earn it back. You can make mistakes and recover from them. But once time is gone, it's gone forever. That's why they manage their time wisely. They prioritize what matters. They focus on important tasks instead of distractions. And they make decisions based on their future, not just their current feelings. Yes, discipline can be uncomfortable. Waking up early is hard. Working on your goals after a long day is hard. Staying focused when distractions are everywhere is hard. But those temporary sacrifices create long-term rewards. You may avoid the effort today, but eventually you'll face the regret of missed opportunities. On the other hand, discipline and time management make today tough, but tomorrow successful. The effort you put in today becomes the success you enjoy tomorrow. So don't ask yourself, what do I feel like doing right now? Ask yourself, what will my future self thank me for? Because every day, every hour, and every minute is an opportunity to move closer to your goals. Use your time wisely. Stay disciplined. Take action now. And remember, your future is created by what you do today, not by what you plan to do tomorrow. Now I share with you one important rule: is learn to manage money. Earning money is easy. Managing money is the real skill. Wealth grows with discipline, not income. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why some people earn a lot of money but still struggle financially? And at the same time, there are people with average incomes who steadily build wealth over time. What's the difference? The answer is simple. It's not just about how much money you earn. It's about how well you manage the money you earn. Many people believe that earning more money will solve all their financial problems. But the truth is, if you can't manage a small amount of money wisely, managing a larger amount becomes even harder. Because wealth isn't built by income alone. Wealth is built by habits. Think about it. Two people can earn the same salary. One spends everything they make and constantly worries about money. The other saves, invests, and plans for the future. 5 years later, their financial situations can be completely different. Why? Because one person focused on spending. The other focused on managing. Remember this. Earning money is important, but managing money is what creates freedom. Every rupee you earn has a job. Some should cover your needs. Some should be saved for emergencies. And some should be invested to help your money grow. The goal isn't to look wealthy. The goal is to become wealthy. And becoming wealthy requires discipline. It's saying no to unnecessary spending today so you can enjoy greater opportunities tomorrow. It's thinking long-term instead of chasing short-term satisfaction. Because real wealth doesn't come from how much money passes through your hands. It comes from how much money stays with you and grows over time. That's why successful people don't just work hard to earn money. They work smart to manage it. They create budgets. They save consistently. They invest wisely. And they make their money work for them. So remember, wealth grows with discipline, not income. The habits you build today will determine your financial future tomorrow. Start managing your money wisely. Make every rupee count. And take control of your financial future. Because earning money may be easy, but managing money is the real skill that creates lasting wealth. Our next rule is, keep learning and improving. The world changes quickly. So never stop being a student. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you learned something new? A new skill? A new idea? Or a new way of thinking? The truth is, we live in a world that changes faster than ever before. Technology is evolving. Industries are transforming. New opportunities are being created every day. And in this rapidly changing world, one of the greatest advantages you can have is the ability to keep learning. Successful people understand that learning doesn't end when school or college ends. In fact, that's often where real learning begins. They know that if they want to grow, they must continue improving themselves. Because the more you learn, the more valuable you become. The more skills you develop, the more opportunities you create. That's why successful people make learning a daily habit. They read books to gain knowledge and learn from the experiences of others. A single book can teach lessons that took someone years to learn. They learn new skills because every skill they gain increases their ability to solve problems and create value. They follow industry trends because they understand that staying updated helps them stay ahead. And they invest in personal development through courses, seminars, podcasts, and mentorship. Because they know that the best investment is not in a product, a business, or even a stock. The best investment is in themselves. Think about it. Everything you achieve in life is connected to what you know and what you're capable of doing. When you improve yourself, your opportunities improve. Your confidence improves. And your future improves. Remember this. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop growing. Stay curious. Keep asking questions. Keep seeking knowledge. And keep challenging yourself to become better than you were yesterday. Because in a world that never stops changing, the people who keep learning are the people who keep succeeding. So read books. Learn new skills. Follow industry trends. Invest in personal development. And most importantly, never stop being a student, because learning is the key to lifelong success. Let us move to next our rule. Build strong relationships. Success is rarely achieved alone. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed how the most successful people are surrounded by strong teams, supportive friends, mentors, and valuable connections? That's because success is rarely a solo journey. No matter how talented, intelligent, or hardworking you are, there will always be moments when you need guidance, support, encouragement, or opportunities that come through other people. And that's why building strong relationships is so important. The people around you have a powerful influence on your mindset, your habits, and your future. In fact, your environment often shapes your growth more than you realize. If you surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and encourage you to improve, you'll naturally grow stronger and more confident. But if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, excuses, and people who don't believe in growth, reaching your goals becomes much harder. That's why successful people are intentional about their relationships. They network genuinely. They don't connect with people only when they need something. They build real relationships based on trust, respect, and mutual value. They help others whenever they can. Because they understand that success grows when people support each other. They know that giving often creates opportunities that money can't buy. They learn from mentors. Instead of trying to figure everything out alone, they seek advice from people who have already walked the path they want to follow. A good mentor can help you avoid mistakes, save time, and accelerate your growth. And most importantly, they surround themselves with positive people. People who inspire action. People who encourage progress. People who believe in possibilities instead of limitations. Remember this. The people you spend the most time with influence your thoughts, your habits, and your future. If you want to grow, spend time with people who are growing. If you want to succeed, learn from people who have succeeded. And if you want a positive life, build relationships with positive people. Because success isn't just about what you know. It's also about who you learn from, who supports you, and who walks the journey with you. Your environment influences your growth. Choose your circle wisely. Build meaningful relationships. Help others rise. And watch how your own success begins to grow. Because success is rarely achieved alone. Our next rule is, take responsibility for your life. Successful people focus on what they can control. Let me ask you a question. When something goes wrong in your life, what's your first reaction? Do you blame the situation? Do you blame other people? Do you blame bad luck, the economy, or circumstances? It's easy to do that. Because blaming something outside of ourselves feels comfortable. It gives us a reason for why things aren't working out. But here's the truth. The moment you start blaming everything around you, you give away your power to change your life. Successful people think differently. They understand that while they can't control everything that happens to them, they can always control how they respond. That's why they take responsibility for their lives. They don't waste time complaining about problems. They focus on finding solutions. They don't blame circumstances. Instead, they ask themselves, what can I do with the situation I have right now? They own their decisions. When they make a mistake, they admit it. When something doesn't work out, they learn from it. Because they know that growth begins with accountability. Think about it. If you blame others for your problems, you're also depending on others to fix them. But when you take responsibility, you take control. And control is where real change begins. Here's a simple mindset shift that can transform your life. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I do about it? That one question changes everything. It moves your focus from being a victim of circumstances to becoming the creator of solutions. Because every challenge contains an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Remember this. You may not be responsible for every problem that comes into your life. but you are responsible for how you respond to it. So stop focusing on what's outside your control. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop blaming circumstances. Take ownership of your choices. Accept accountability for your actions. And focus on solutions instead of excuses. Because the day you take full responsibility for your life is the day you gain the power to change it. Successful people focus on what they can control. Do the same, and you'll be amazed at how much your life can improve. Our next rule is: stay healthy physically and mentally. Success becomes difficult without health. Let me ask you something. What's the point of achieving success if you don't have the energy to enjoy it? Many people spend years chasing money, goals, and achievements, but they often forget one of the most important foundations of success: their health. The truth is, success becomes much more difficult when your body is tired and your mind is exhausted. You can have the best goals in the world. You can have amazing opportunities. But if you don't have the energy to take action, reaching those goals becomes a struggle. That's why successful people understand that health is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Because your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. And your mind is the engine that drives your decisions, creativity, and performance. If either one is neglected, everything else starts to suffer. That's why they make their physical and mental well-being a priority. They exercise regularly. Not because they want to look a certain way, but because exercise gives them strength, energy, and focus. They sleep sufficiently. They know that sleep isn't wasted time. It's recovery time. It's when the body repairs itself and the mind prepares for another productive day. They eat nutritious food. Because food is fuel. The quality of your fuel affects the quality of your performance. And they manage stress effectively. Because life will always have challenges. But learning how to stay calm, focused, and balanced during difficult times is a skill that protects both your health and your success. Think about it. When you have energy, everything feels possible. You think more clearly. You work more effectively. You make better decisions. And you're able to stay consistent with your goals. But when you're constantly tired, stressed, and unhealthy, even simple tasks can feel overwhelming. That's why health should never be something you sacrifice for success. In reality, health is what makes success possible. Remember this. Energy is the foundation of productivity. The more energy you have, the more you can accomplish. The more you take care of your body and mind, the better you'll perform in every area of life. So make your health a priority. Exercise regularly. Get enough sleep. Eat nutritious food. Manage stress wisely. Because when your body is strong and your mind is healthy, you give yourself the power to perform at your very best. Take care of your health today, and your future self will thank you tomorrow. Our next rule is embrace failure and resilience. Every successful person has faced setbacks. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever failed at something and felt like giving up? Maybe a goal didn't work out. Maybe a business idea failed. Maybe you worked hard for something and didn't get the result you expected. If that has happened to you, you're not alone. In fact, it's something every successful person has experienced. The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the journey to success. Yet many people see failure as a sign to stop. They think that one setback means they're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. But successful people think differently. They understand that failure is not a final destination. It's a feedback, it's a lesson. It's an opportunity to grow. Every mistake teaches you something. Every setback reveals a weakness that can be improved. And every challenge makes you stronger than before. That's why successful people don't ask, "How do I avoid failure?" They ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" Because they know that growth comes from learning, adapting, and continuing forward. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall again and again. But they don't decide that walking isn't for them. They get up, learn, and try again. Eventually, they succeed. Life works the same way. The people who achieve extraordinary things aren't the people who never fail. They're the people who refuse to quit after failing. That's where resilience comes in. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward, even when things don't go as planned. It's getting back up after being knocked down. It's staying committed when progress feels slow. It's believing in your goals even when challenges appear. And over time, resilience creates long-term success. Remember this. Most major achievements don't happen on the first attempt. They come after repeated failures, adjustments, lessons, and persistence. Every successful entrepreneur, athlete, leader, and innovator has a story filled with setbacks. But they kept going. And that's what made the difference. So the next time you face failure, don't see it as the end. See it as part of the process. Learn from it. Adapt to it. Grow through it. And keep moving forward. Because every setback is preparing you for a stronger comeback. Failure is part of the journey. Resilience is what gets you to the destination. And those who refuse to quit are often the ones who achieve the greatest success. Success is not a single event. It's the result of small, positive choices repeated day after day. You don't need to be extraordinary to succeed, you need to be consistent with the right habits. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that the rules of success are simple, even if they're not always easy to follow. Success starts with the right mindset and grows through clear goals, discipline, and consistency. It requires you to manage your time wisely, handle your money responsibly, and never stop learning. It also depends on the relationships you build and the people you surround yourself with. Taking responsibility for your actions gives you the power to change your future. Protecting your physical and mental health gives you the energy to keep moving forward. And when failure comes, and it will, use it as a lesson, not a reason to quit. The truth is, success is not one big event, it's the result of small, positive choices repeated day after day. You don't need to be extraordinary to succeed, you simply need to stay consistent with the right habits and keep taking the next step forward.